What's up guys, today I'm going to be going over how to pack just one bag for your business trip. This video details a business trip that lasts about 2 to 3 days. However, there's various ways to pack just one bag for business trips, even up to 2 weeks. So in this video, I'm going to be going over 2 to 3 days. If you want some longer ones, I'd be happy to do those too. This is kind of a general idea of how to one bag pack for a business trip. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this business trip, I flew and rented a car on, and so this one bag has taken me from the airport to my rental to my hotel to, I left it in the hotel and took my stuff to my meetings and everything. And I came back and I'm pretty much just operating completely out of this bag. I have a bunch of subsections that are in this bag that we'll definitely go into depth about, but I want to talk about the bag first. This is the Cotopaxi Alpha bag. Just ensure whatever bag you get is standard for carry-on. You want to make sure you can carry this bag on to your flight and you don't have to check it. Checking your only bag is just asking to cause issues, especially because you won't be able to get to anything after you've gone through security or until you pick up your bag at baggage claim. This bag actually works on most airlines for personal item, so I can just slide this bag underneath the seat in front of me if I don't want to put it above, or if all the space above has already been taken. So this bag pretty much works in every situation, and I would 100% recommend checking out this Cotopaxi Alpha bag. Now I'll get into the more of the midsection of the bag where you actually pack here soon, and you'll see how we utilize different like packing cubes, tech bags, toiletry bags and stuff to really make this all work together and stay very organized. Okay, so at this point I've opened up the bag now. I'm going to show you each part of this bag within and show you kind of what goes into each of these different compartments. So to get started, we've got the main compartment, and this is where all your clothes and main items are going to be. I've got a travel package right here, or a packing cube, and this contains all my dirty clothes and my clean clothes, which are all used over the last 3 days. So that is the first one. Then we've got this bag here, which is a small packing cube from Cotopaxi, and it contains a belt and socks and other small clothing items. So right there, those two packages right there contain all my clothes needed for this business trip. I've got a portfolio right here, which I can use to haul my iPad, my computer, or right now it's got documents in it for work which were needed this week. I've also got a rain jacket in here, which I always just keep in here just in case I run into some unexpected rain. Just like to have that available to use. And a lot of times when I know it's gonna rain, I'll move this up to that front compartment in the bag in order to have just quick access to that. So that's everything in the main compartment here. Moving forward, we've got the side compartment here, and this just contains two simple items: my toiletry bag and my tech pouch. So those are all of the bagged items that are needed. I will make a note that there is a very small part right here where you can put some items that you may not need, small items that you may not always need access to quickly, but it doesn't have a lot of room. So it's going to be small items again that you may not need every day and that you only need in your hotel when your bag's open. This other compartment comes with the rain cover for this bag, which came with the bag. It's pretty much just a rain cover that you can put over the entire bag if it starts to rain to make sure the bag is waterproof from the outside. So that stays in there until it rains. Haven't had to use that yet, but that is everything in this bag. And then obviously I keep my iPad and computer in that tech pouch there. So we'll go down into more detail of what's in each of these bags and also how we utilize technology and what you carry on yourself during this travel. Okay, so I've got everything out of my bag right now that I utilize every day. Let's get started with the iPad here. I utilize my iPad for work. This was a short 2 to 3 day business trip. I didn't have to bring my computer along with me, so I'm just utilizing my iPad. Right here, I've got my documents again. This folder here contains all my work documents and everything else that is needed, and then my iPad can easily get put in that bag if need be. So that kind of checks off that area here. And we're gonna go more into depth on a dedicated tech section later in this video. Moving on, I've got my toiletry bag, which we kind of explained already. We are going to start by breaking into this, and I'll show you everything that I utilize within this bag. Okay, so the first section of breaking things down, we're gonna go through the toiletry bag. And this toiletry bag, I've got everything in here that I need, and kind of just really worked on refining this over the last few months to really get down to just what I need within this. This toiletry bag, I recommend keeping it small. I'm not 100% sure what toiletry bag it is. I got it as a gift a while ago. I haven't really needed to upgrade because it works great. So we're gonna go ahead and what's in here. If you do want to get a small bag, I would recommend looking for, a small toiletry bag. I love the brand Gravel. Look into them. We got a little bit of that in here, and they make some awesome and kind of minimalist looking toiletry bags. So let's go ahead and break this open. Within my toiletry bag, I always carry a Ziploc bag. If you're flying, just carry a Ziploc bag. You've got to keep your soap, these small soaps, in a Ziploc bag. And the number one thing I recommend about the Ziploc bag is the fact that it's so, well, obviously it's very cheap, but also it's so just easy to carry with you, and it can fold down into nothing. You don't have a lot of skin in the game, so you're not really worried about breaking or losing a Ziploc bag. And I've got a couple clear TSA approved soap bags at home that I've tried to experiment with, and they just they don't fold down, and they're just not as clear, and they just don't work as good as a Ziploc bag. So trust me, I've worked with a lot of different bags, and I have just found that the Ziploc bag is the peak bag for TSA, getting soap and stuff through security. So always carry a Ziploc bag. And I bet I've used this thing for 2 or 3 months. It looks like it's about time to get retired. This will maybe its last trip. But for my soap, it's from the brand Gravel, and it's their soap dispenser things. I've got shampoo in one, and I've got face wash in the other. They didn't have a face wash option, but you can kind of switch around what they say. So I put some, but this one says shampoo, and they're super cool looking, kind of aesthetically pleasing. They got an awesome just system of how they work, never getting too much out, always just what you need, and they can break down into your bag super easy if you stack them like that, and they're available for a pretty affordable cost on Amazon. And I love these things. Stand by them. If I ever have to replace them, I will definitely be getting Gravel again. Okay, moving forward, sticky deodorant, always important. And this is one of your bigger items. Your soap, your deodorant, and if you got hair gel, those are gonna be your bigger items. And so you're really gonna have to kind of plan how you want to fit them all in your bag. So I've got this Matador pill bottle here, which I use to store everyday allergy pills. Just in case, I'm out there and I'm in a new place and I don't like something going on there, get allergies, doing something like that. It's a great bottle. It's waterproof completely, it's metal, and just the lid pops on and off like that, and you can store whatever kind of pills you have or need in there. And it's super tiny, fits in your bag really nice, and it also looks great. So I always take that with me. I've got some hair gel right here, which I use pretty much every day, so I always bring that. And I've got this bag here, which is a soap bag. So this soap bag is very cool. It's also from the brand Matador. I love this brand. I think it looks great and also functions great. What I like about this bag is it dries from the inside out. If you get the right bars of soap, you may not have to carry a washcloth, because the bar of soap you can just use directly on your body, and that's great. And it also is just a little bit easier, in my opinion, and more efficient than carrying liquid soap with you. So moving on then to our last item, I've got my toothbrush, and I always just carry a small thing of toothpaste. It's way more convenient than a big thing of toothpaste. I use the Quip toothbrush because it has a nice clip on the top, and it also just looks super sleek. So that is everything in my bag. I'm gonna go through how I quickly just organize it and make it super easy. I always start with the biggest items. So super easy, super convenient. Zip it up. Okay, moving on. I have my tech bag here, which personally I think is my most important item for travel, and just anytime I go really anywhere, I'll grab this tech bag. If I go work at a coffee shop, I will grab this bag. Super easy to carry, fits in just about any bag, and it just carries literally everything I would need. Within this bag, it opens up like this. So let's go ahead and get started on the top here. I have the Apple Pencil here, which I use on my iPad. Here I've got a Lightning to USB-C cable, and then I've also got a USB-C Apple Watch charger. I've got one charging block here. I found the charging blocks take up a lot of space. I keep a small one, and I also keep a Mac one in there. I bought this OtterBox one because it simply flips up like that, and it isn't so inconvenient in the bag because you can just flip down and be this nice little cube. So I've got my Mac charger here, which I would recommend. I always just keep this in my bag to charge my Mac. I also charge my iPad on it, and you can charge your phone and Apple Watch with it if you need to. It's pretty big, but I do find myself using this quite a bit just because it charges so much faster than something smaller like this. And you know, if you're trying to charge your computer, I mean, that small device, that's going to take days, where this will take, you know, a couple hours, just like normal. So moving on, I've got a USB-C to USB-C cord here, came with my Mac. And you know, it's always good to have one of those. iPad uses USB-C, new iPhones uses USB-C, and your computer probably uses USB-C. So charging with that is great. Keep some Tic Tacs on me, you know, just to freshen up the breath. It's a little bit, they're more weather resistant and convenient than gum. I feel like if you're going to give a presentation, you don't want to be chewing gum. If you're going to give a sales pitch, you don't want to be chewing gum. These can go down quick, help your breath, and you're not going to be sitting there munching on gum. So I always keep some Tic Tacs in there. And then my AirPods. I don't always carry my AirPods with me in my tech bag. Usually I carry them on myself, but you know, sometimes it's just more convenient to throw them in the tech bag if I don't want to have them in my pocket and I want to have peace of mind. Moving on then, I have a pen. I always just keep a normal pen, you know, because you're probably gonna, especially on business, you're gonna need a pen on you. So I keep a normal pen here. Kind of found one that I like. I have two adapters here, both USB-C, and the one is a USB-C to standard USB, so that way if I need to plug something in like that, you can do that. And then also a USB-C to HDMI in case of needing to give presentations or hook anything up to an external monitor. I've got that with me too. So I carry a lot of cords, but it all fits great down into here, and I utilize them every day. There is an outside pouch here, with which I've recently added a small field notes book too. I haven't really wrote anything in it, but I wanted to throw it in there because, you know, sometimes it's just easier to take real notes than it is on the iPad. And so I figure, you know, if I need it, it's there. And then the most important thing is an AirTag. I keep an AirTag in that outside pouch. 100% just recommend grabbing one of these for $30. That is everything in my tech bag. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together, and then we'll move on to the next step. So moving on, we are going to go into the clothing and packing clothes into travel packs or packing cubes. I'm just going to kind of overview what I've got going here. So in this bag here, this is a compression cube. What it does is it holds your clothes in the main compartment, but throughout the week, it will also hold your dirty clothes in a back compartment through this back zipper right here. You can put all your dirty clothes in there. And then also, you can, you know, load your clean clothes into the outside compartment. And what's unique about these bags, or what's cool about compression travel cubes, is they unzip like this and give you all this extra room to pack in, so you can get all your clothes packed in. Look, it's super loose here, takes up a lot of room. And you know, I can put my dirty clothes, I can fold my normal clothes in here, and then when I'm ready to go, or when I'm done packing up, I re-zip this up, and now there is not as much room at all in there. It is compressed down and it can fit into your bag. You know, it's all airtight, well, as close to airtight as it's gonna be with this many clothes in there. So I will go through what's in here just so you can get an idea. So what I packed, including what's on my body, is 3 pairs of bottoms, so shorts, and a pair of dress pants and a pair of joggers, and then also 3 t-shirts. And then finally I packed a sweatshirt, but I also just grabbed a sweater while I was here, so I've got 2 sweatshirts. In this bag right now, I've got everything but the joggers, a sweatshirt, and a t-shirt. So all the rest of that has fit in here, both in the dirty side, because I got plenty of dirty clothes. I'm on the other end of my trip, and then also my clean clothes that I didn't end up using or that weren't dirty. So all of that is fit in here. There's a sweatshirt in here, there's shorts, there's a couple t-shirts, there's dress pants, there's a dress shirt. I guess I brought a dress shirt too, I didn't mention that. So all of that can be in there, wrinkle free. However, one thing that if you're hauling dirty clothes in these, it's good to like wash these. I also brought this smaller bag with me here. And this is the Cotopaxi packing cube. It's the smallest size you can get. In here, I keep my belt. You can see there's a belt in there kind of. And then I keep my socks. I always try to grab small, like no-show socks. So if you're bringing a separate bag here, you know, I could have thrown a couple pair of long socks in there, but I was dressing with some no-show socks, so I threw like 3 pairs of no-show socks in here. I also got my underwear in here, so like 3-4 pairs of underwear to take along. So all of that fit into here, and then between those 2 bags, that was everything I needed as far as clothes go, and then fit in the bag. We'll repack the bag at the end of the video here, but I did want to show you guys kind of my everyday carry that I carry with me when I go out to the office, when I'm on the plane, and when I'm, you know, going out to eat or just doing leisure activities in the evening. Okay, so this is what I carry with me every day, whether I'm going to the office or I am going to the airport, you know, I'm on the plane. This is what's on me. So Obviously, I also carry my phone. I use an iPhone 13. That's what I'm using to record right now. I don't have another camera, so that's not in the frame, but I do use my iPhone 13 with these devices. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't always carry my AirPod Pros, but when I do, I usually put them in my pocket. It just depends on the situation. Like today I'll carry them, I'm getting on the plane, but if I was like yesterday, I was in the office going to meetings and stuff where I'm at, and I wasn't carrying them because I didn't need to. I didn't need to use them, and I hate carrying stuff that I'm not going to use throughout the day. So I use the AirPod Pros. They're still the Gen 1s. Yeah, so I primarily use these for listening to music, watching movies and stuff on the plane. Since I'm still running the iPhone 13 and these AirPod Gen 1s, that USB-C to lightning cable still works great. So I like to try to utilize one cable for as many things as possible. So when I upgrade my phone, I'll probably upgrade my AirPods at that point. Moving on, I use a Thread wallet. This wallet is very small. I love it. Carry this with me everywhere, no matter what. It can kind of open up, but I can carry some business cards in there too. But I don't really carry much in there. I don't carry cash. If I ever have to carry cash, I carry it, in this outside pocket. I got my hotel key card in there right now. But other than that, I carry a credit card, a debit card, and my ID in there, and that's it. So super easy, super convenient. Moving on then, I have the Apple Watch here. I think this is like the SE Series 1. This thing's old. Tracks workouts good, and it's nice to have on your wrist so you don't miss a phone call. So that's always good, I run that, carry that on my wrist no matter where I am. And it's super nice at the airport too, because you can use like Apple Pay to like check into your flight, or I think that my hotel uses the doors too. Like you can unlock your door using that, but I haven't really figured that out yet. So there's a bunch of uses for that. I like to carry it, and I carry that with me everywhere. That is pretty much everything that I have on my on myself pretty much every day. So with that being said, I'm gonna kind of repack the bag on the camera. And then once I've done that, I'm gonna mention something about shoes and just what you wear every day when you go to the airport, when you're traveling, and just how to kind of utilize that to your advantage when traveling with only one bag. Okay, so I am currently wearing the only pairs of shoes I brought with me, and the major thing about these shoes that I went for when I picked out what shoes I was gonna wear on this trip is that, I could wear these with my outfit, with my business casual outfit, and they would look professional enough to wear. They'd also just be good for leisure. So since I was only gone a couple days, I only brought this one pair of shoes. If you're business professional, you may have to bring, like fancy shoes. And so for that, I would recommend getting a shoe pack, which I don't have with me, but you can throw your shoes in them and throw them in your bag. And with some adjustments, you can definitely fit them. But just note that shoe packs take up a lot of room. The main thing you're gonna wanna look for if you're having to bring shoes, pack shoes, is bring some small ones. Always wear the bigger pair of shoes on your feet when you travel, so you don't have to take up that extra leg or extra bag room. Okay guys, I want to mention a couple more things. A few miscellaneous items I would recommend bringing is a pair of sunglasses. These are always great to have, if you're driving a rental, it's a sunny day. And then also a pair of carabiners. I would always just take 2 of these with you. These things are great. These are the brand Night Eyes, which I'm pretty sure is just like the standard carabiner brand. They look great and they're pretty sleek. They match the bag and they just clip right on the outside of your bag. You can carry like your soap out there. If you got a water bottle, you can latch the water bottle right on the outside of the bag and let it dangle there. Or if you really have to attach anything to your bag, these will do it. They take up like no room in your bag, and this thing carries like 25 pounds. Okay, let's go ahead and start repacking the bag. All right, and that's everything that goes into my one bag traveling pack for business. I definitely love to make this video, so if you guys enjoyed it, please definitely like and subscribe. This is my first video. I would be more willing to go more in depth in different bags, and how I utilize them in different situations. So within this, I'd like to make a video about, the tech pouch, the toiletry bag, stuff like that, and just get more into just kind of minimalist and organized travel like this. So definitely let me know if you want more of those videos. I'd be happy to make them. And yeah, subscribe so you can see more. Thanks guys.